Everybody, welcome back. Boy, I'm Lmacncheese, and today we have a AMA from the Wayfinder team. We're gonna do what we usually do, which is the last one was just we're gonna look at the questions, we're gonna talk about them, I'm gonna read them out loud, and we'll have a good time. So, everybody's wondering, which many, the Wayfinder Echoes update review I'm gonna do is gonna be out at some point. Getting to it. I also do play this game on Wednesdays or Thursdays, every Wednesday or Thursday. If you want to stop on by and have a good time, link be down below, and link be down below for this one as well, for the link to this Reddit. I'll set the down below because it's just only one comment section that's below. So let's read the first question by Bisexual B. Actually, do I know this? I think the Discord. In the Discord. How are sales looking? More fan content past 1 point in our future, which I've been very curious about. I've seen the reviews have gone from mostly negative, I think, or negative to mixed, and the recent reviews have been mostly positive, which is a great sign. We're in play Wayfinder. I'm not sure who this one is, if that's just like everybody's account, but we're incredibly happy with the reception that the game has gotten from players. To be frank, it has been a challenge to get some visibility for the game just due to being a busy time of year, which is very true. But if we make a good game, which we have, people will find it. So we're confident through, although that we have the sales we have seen and the momentum that continues to grow each day. We're confident on the right path for release later in the year, which would be a big moment. Okay, it was AJ who said that. Now, it says it shows game output is not by 990%, which is a lot, I think. I'm not too sure how the game is doing. I mean, this is a good indication that game is doing good, that they're making enough sales that we can expect content past 1.0, and if things keep going, it'll be good. And when he said that it's a busy time of year, like there's a lot of games coming out. That's why I said in my last video a couple of days ago, was like it's a good time that they're kind of doing their update. What was originally was planned, this is when I thought it would, when nothing really comes out. So, good question. Let's move on to the next one here. I have a question by Amtar Bacon Lord. How best can I support the team in Wayfinder's future development? I've been wondering this a lot myself because you don't have microtransactions anymore, which is like, you know, everybody hates microtransactions, but I really want to support these devs. So I bought the big pack in the first place. So they said, we appreciate everyone posting this. It means a lot to everyone, so thank you. Right now, the best thing you can do is spread the word by Wayfinder and tell your friends or send them a copy. We're holding most of our marketing and wide messaging until we launch 1.0, which will be our big moment. The momentum so far since relaunch has been really motivating to us. Okay. I mean, that's only the really way you can support is just by buying the game, getting the word out there. Like, I know, like, well, usually when somebody streams it, there's not a lot of people watching it, at least when I stream it, but like within like an hour or so, a lot of people who, because not a lot of people are streaming it, so that one person who is, or a couple people who are, you just hop into that one stream and then you just, you know, start, you know, just do giveaways and talk about it and give people in. Cause a lot of people just have questions and stuff like that. So, here's another going by Bisexual B again, which I posted a question, they get answered, but they got 2 questions answered, but I didn't get one. I think a lot of people didn't get their questions answered, but you know, still, not just or anything like that. Will we get another war tower with the next Wayfinder? No playing towers are taken on battle passes. When we switched the buy to play model, it makes sense to take the stuff out since it was cool and people liked it, so we just worked it into the game as an alternate progression option. It's rather people really like these since they let you pick and choose your rewards, so we'll continue to think about it one in the far future if players really want it. It's kind of cool. I feel like towers are a cool idea just because it helps you give you something to grind for, which everybody wants something to grind for. And like it feels like it's something that's dedicated to a character, so everybody has like their little, you know, their little reward tower to get their stuff. They're specifically for them. So I feel like if you don't want to grind out and get all the stuff, or not like just go through RNG, you can probably get at least something cool out of the tower for that character. So I'll be down for our reward tower still if they keep doing that. Although they have enough content to get to the final, you know, to the whole tower, which could be a problem because I'm like. I'm like level 25 in the tower right now, and I've done halfway through the story, so hopefully, I don't know how XP rates are at the end of the game, so maybe it could be better, but still, I'm okay with it as long as you maybe fix the XP. So next question is from Score Kami. Any plans on any more above level 30 content to the game? Even if it's just bringing back spheres, which increase the level of existing expeditions, I'd love to explore the Silver Codex level 30, maybe even 35. I like this question right now. And it could add some stuff, some fun to test out the limits. Also, weapons losing echoes if you're unequipping them, which levels would be possible. I love that if I can switch off between Greatsword and Breaker, just because. But right now, this is exactly encouraged us. I want to write down the echoes I use that reslot them every time. I feel like this switching thing was like on purpose, so because when you're leveling up, I mean, also when you level up, when you're leveling to level 30, you can go through a lot of weapons. You don't want to like to put on echoes on every single time, or have to take them off every single time. So loadouts, that level 30, you don't want to load out because you're going to use what you want to use. You're not finding just things you're gonna throw away anymore. Well, for the most part. So let's actually read the question or the answer here. Also, I found out AMA means answer my ask me anything is what it means. I found that out by myself. I ain't look it up. I have a ton of ideas floating around the office. Just to list a few: a new hard difficulty, hardcore mode, Mythics Expedition is due to the Mythic Hunts, expansion on Wayfinder Rank and Awakening, an option to scale older content or character level with a level cap of 30. I love to see all you drop your ideas and the replies. What do you want? Oh, okay. This is a neat little segment, little tidbit, huh? See, I'm not sure how I feel about this though, because like this is already a lot to get them awakened to how far they already are, at least for me, because I'm not that far along in awakening, if at all. So but it gives something people to play for and grind for. So anything like I still want to be a grind fest though, because like grind is in a lot of games. I want to just to keep grinding for this and that. I want something to give it purpose, to give it a reason to actually use it. So I mean, more content is more content though. So let's see what they said here. Let's see older content scale so we can get some echoes at level 30 that otherwise might be possible for builds. Also mythic hunting pages, please. Good point. Build and scaling. Okay, sounds great. Neutral mythic also sounds great. We have an endless dungeon mode where you keep facing randomized enemies and randomized layouts with a boss every now and then, and it keeps getting harder and harder, and the further you progress, the more available you get. That sounds great for endgame. If the procedural generation keeps things fresh, I don't know if y'all use it in game, just an idea I had. I like this idea. Just to shake things up would be nice as well. That's also a good idea too. This is a cool idea, like an endless dungeon as far as you can go, and then raids. As long as you keep on refreshing content, is a Spider-Man wall, refreshing it. Yeah, the random generated dungeons stuff, like it could be a cool idea. I'd be down for that. Let's see. Same thing is she cool. See right here, I like this Connor 4892. I want mean to play harder difficulties. Exclusive loot pools to the hardest difficulties with lower drop rates. Also, exclusive loot pools to the hardest difficulties with lower drop rates. Also, mythic content that is truly mythic, where such difficulties do not affect them. They should be difficult. It feels so wrong to do mythic hunts on story mode, but can be done to choose all the cool rewards. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because there's kind of like a slippery slope of like people, I bought this game, I want access to everything like that. If I can't do it, I feel like I'm missing out, and I pay for the game. Most people who like challenge and stuff like that. So I'm like, people who want challenging things want reward for their challenge. I'm one of those people who, if I play on hard mode, I want something because I did a hard difficulty. I want, like, how Destiny does their things like that, and it was Warfare for a time, but some games, especially noting other games, I just those two. But it's like, if you do something hard, you should get something good because you did all that work. I know, so we'll see. I hope they do, because besides yourself challenge, there's no reason to play anything harder or easier. I mean, easier if you want an easier time, hard for a harder time. But there's no incentive to do anything harder than what you have to do. Another question by Bisexual. This is 3 questions. Can I get my question answered? I was late, but I posted this like on the day after they post this. Can I get my question answered? Got 3 questions already. I think they're in the Discord. I think they're like a regular member too. But you please tell me, or can you tell us more about what Wayfinder and Zone is currently in dev? Names maybe. Don't want to give too much away, but the new region will take you to a place handcrafted by the architects for a very purpose. It's called the Crucible. Oh, see Destiny, right? Here we go, right here. Stop. And I think it's fitting that the story update for 1.0 ends where the story for Evnor began. As for Wayfinder, I'll say she's definitely the cheeriest of the bunch, though unless for her, she's also the most dangerous. Also, she's preppy. She reminds me like Jinx. And she kind of like Jinx. When it all began, I wonder how the story will actually go, because I hope this isn't like they're going to end the story here, you know, in case, you know, I hope the story keeps on going, because it's kind of cool, interesting, and I hope they can do something with it, because the world is cool, the gloom and all that kind of stuff like that. So hopefully they aren't going to do a 1.0 and they're like, okay, well, I don't think this time it's going to happen. I don't know. It's just, I hope we get more story on top of that too, you know, after that happens, you know, just doing, you know. Anyways, another question by Even Solution 7437. You guys have plans? Any plans to adding more weapon types to the game, like magical ones, for example, like staffs, wands, or books for our magician wayfinders? Magicians wayfinders? We don't have anything for the short term. We've heard all the wants though. Over the years, we've played around with various different weapons, and we'd love to bring more into the distant future. Staves, spears, dual pistols. I love these. Tower shields, wands. I love a tower shield too. Etc. Cam. All weapons are on the table except grimoires. I wonder why. Like Strife. See this guy, Son Goku 99. My question was, first of all, I want an Archon Commander skin for Wingrave. Love that, because apparently he was a design after that, which you can see. But I want that specifically for my boy Wingrave. Now, other question I said was, can we get a Darksiders collab of any kind in Wayfinders? I would love that, because they fit so perfectly. The weapons fit perfectly. The characters will fit perfectly. It doesn't have to be like collaboration of story, but it could just be collaboration of skins and weapons. And I love that. Or possibly somehow connect the games and have one of the horsemen be an echo in the tree and have him be a playable character, which will be completely awesome. I would love just about any of them, really, especially Strife or War. And yeah, they're all good. They're all good. So, let's see here. This is one here by Modelock 86. The 6-player raid is still in planning. Very excited about that. The previous teaser raid has been on ice for a while. We haven't spent any more time on it since we've been focused on the Echoes update. We're open to a lot of things post 1.0 though, and the raid is high on that list, but we would convert it to a 3-player required activity. If you want the raid to make it known, because I want it to. Why is it 3-player? I hate when they say 3-player when it's a 4-player game, like 3 extra players to say 4 players, but then when I make it 5, I don't. To me, it's just like 3 players, like, you know, you're also a player. Tangent aside, 3 players. Hopefully, the browser by then if they do that, so it'll be easier to get people to do stuff. But I do hope if they do make a 3-player, it's also still soloable as well, because not everybody, you know, wants to play other people, stuff like that. Or I can find other people. That's why I hope they have the browser and then bring back typing as well. So let's see. Here's the next question. We got a load of questions here from Wombat in Sunglasses. He says, "Sup? All the remake, and I'm confident you folks have made history in a time where our conversations about video game preservation are reaching a boiling point. I really hope the launch has been successful and that we will see more content in the future." Very wholesome, very insightful. My question is about how the team evaluates and implements player feedback. I have arthritis in my wrist, and Wayfinder is one of those rare cases where controller and keyboard and mouse are both uncomfortable for different purposes. Controller immediately doesn't allow players to hold the button down to keep attacking. For mouse, this is maybe the only game where zoom and ADS sensitivity is so much lower than normal sensitivity. Both these make the game harder to play in other games. I brought this up on the future upvote posted out on Reddit, posted on Discord, and when Echoes release posted on the suggestion channel board. I'm sure everybody from the team has seen it. Let's see, you get down. Part of the problem is that you're not really ever going to get a crowd consensus on accessibility features because by definition, not everybody needs them. I've never had a developer comment on whether this is something to consider or otherwise ruled out. It means a lot to me because essentially I can't play Fortnite as long as I want to and walk away from most sessions not feeling great about that. Other games I play have control systems in place where this is not an issue. So my questions are, TLDR, are these accessibility features something that's on your radar? How confident can players be that their suggestions are being heard, even if they don't often, if they don't take off the if they don't take off in popularity like other suggestions do? Of course, just because you take a suggestion and feel it doesn't mean anyone's entitled to it. Being implemented, suggestions and feedback are exactly what they are. Loaded question. Very humble, very real, because I don't have issues with bending my wrists or my body yet. But you know, years of gaming and then not taking proper care of yourself can lead to stuff like this, or just have past injuries. So, you know, accessibility is always a great option to have. We have an answer from Airship Syndicate Cam, the producer. I saw your post and just had a long conversation with the content team about this and what we could do to help alleviate this. I think there's a few ways we could implement a hold to attack, making it work for light attacks only could help, but as the only aspect of combat that is causing this for you are causing this for you all. We're open to suggestions to improve the accessibility. My accessibility that I want is I would love to be able to move the game for any monitor I want to, display 1, 2, or 3. I would love to have that, so I have to keep changing monitors every time I play the game. That's my accessibility option. But anybody who has one, you know, make sure you let them know, because we all don't game the same. We all have different things with their bodies and stuff like that. So hopefully they are listening, what they just said they are. So hopefully you get some good feedback and implement some good features. Another one bisexual. Like, this is for a question. Can I get my question answered? All right, you know, nothing against B. I'm sure they're cool. I've talked to them. There's one from Discord. But this is 4 questions. What are the chances we get a second animated trailer for the new friend like we have for Grendel and Venomous? We obviously love to fill the world out with trailers and lore bits outside of the game. The Grendel trailer was awesome to work on that talented group. I'm not sure this is a confirmation or not, but I hope they do. The trailers were pretty sick. I love the trailers. They're pretty cool. This question, right? I love this question by Even Solution. I guess this is that question. Oh, I'm bringing it back. Is there a possibility of an old NPC becoming a player by Wayfinder in the future? Kestrel, Greymourne, Omen, Wolf, and others like these could be so much fun to play. I've said this time and time again. Depending on how, I think this is to be a good way to shape the game, and the lore is, now not necessarily killing off characters, but like, because you know we all died in the not Wayfinder, but in the mist, in the echo, in the what word is it for, the gloom. I feel like this should be a way to like kind of, if somebody enters the gloom, they get copied immediately without having to die, or some way, some little way to work it in where a character doesn't die, but they entered the gloom and they duplicated, and now there's 2 of them or something like that. That'd be a cool way to do it. This guy's so good. That's because like there's like the Hunt Master, like I said, Wolf. I'm not gonna say what they said. The Weapon Master. And there's like a lot of cool characters who would just be cool characters. You know, just it's an easy way to fill the game too. I think it will be pretty fucking cool. Let's see. Body said, our mission and engineering wizard did a cool experiment last week, and we went, okay, we have to do something like with this. It's just too damn cool. We won't say much more on this, but we'll leave you with a very rough work in progress tease. Okay. And that man, Aang, the monk dude, I could have sworn I seen him as like a Wayfinder. There's like a teaser they showed of him walking around and doing stuff. And I feel like this might be a thing. Let's see what this teaser is. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And this would fit a goblin, which is hilarious, because I don't know if it's like a thing. This is hilarious. This would fit him so well. Oh, if they just, I won't be happy with just skins like personas. If you could work it in lore wise, if not, boy, this is a good idea. But I do hope we have just more unique characters instead. Some skins for like some generic characters who don't have any powers, that could just be a normal character. This would be perfect for that kind of thing too. I don't think they'll have voice lines too. You probably won't. I like this a lot. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it now, this would be the perfect way to give you my Archon Commander skin for Wingrave. It'd be perfect. Like, straight up, a lot of characters. could have similar kind of character archetypes like that. Like the Aang dude, who's also an Archon like Wingrave, will be a great persona or character skin for him because they're both from the same order, and essentially they would do the same thing. So this is pretty cool. Next question is from Cizum07. Are there plans to rebalance weapon abilities? I mean, their damage is inconsistent across the board. The cool factor is great, but the damage needs a second look at. I was thinking about this since we're in a single player game. I don't think you'd balance too much, or maybe not nerf stuff at least. Maybe buff some stuff, because before we had this, we had a whole weapon rebalancing and stuff like that. So let's see what they say. We're always open to feedback around underperforming weapons or wayfinders. We want players to feel like they can use setups like that I did like and not be pigeonholed into specific loadouts. It's an ongoing effort. Cam and Steve, because Grendel has some crazy break damage, has absolutely crazy break damage. So I don't know if they're going to nerf it. I hope they don't touch anything. Like, I don't want things to be too strong. I don't know how that works. I want things to be fun, cool to play, single player game, do what you want, but just don't nerf some things, you know. Make everything cool and competitive, or at least very much fun. Another good question here from Even Solutions. Is their question? Can I get this one? I think this is rigged. Oh, my question answered. How's the lore looking for the game? Any chance we are getting new regions mentioned, like Labyrinth or anything, Labyrinth, or even new ones never seen before? We're excited to share the upcoming story developments with everyone. I love this. I want more story. I want to be enveloped in this game. We've had to change our approach to the game's narrative since our shift away from the live service, and I think there'll be a pretty evident in the all content to come. Namely, we want to tell more character focused stories. As for the new regions, a new overland is in effect coming with 1.0 release. Love new lore, especially on characters. I don't know how, if once we leave this, you know, these couple regions, there's any more lore for each character, you know, or are we stuck in this one area? You know, we'll have like 10 memories per character. So I don't know if they're going to ignore character different stories. I hope there'll be more memories and more things to unlock with those memories, which would be a really cool way to keep on adding more like lore to characters by doing more memories and then giving rewards on top of that. So that'd be cool to do. We got another question from Nasty Nate Burr. Will there be a word for higher difficulty in the near future? And if you guys get enough funding, perhaps even intended on adding a anti-cheat for online play for the upcoming mention of browsing? This is a good question, because I wonder how for difficulty rewards. I'm first. Or not? I don't think I did. Are there a few things we're looking into for those that really like a challenge and a sense of achievement? It'll be contingent on getting multiple save profiles working, which we are looking into. We will be able to unlock a nightmare difficulty, which will be more difficult than heroic and cannot be lowered once you start the game. Oh my. That profile will be locked in nightmare. You'll only be able to co-op on the profile with others on nightmare difficulty. We're also looking into a hardcore mode flag for those that really want to live dangerously. Again, contingent on having multiple saves profile in, which is a good idea. Like Remnant 2 has this kind of thing going on right here, except for the stuck on difficulty. Well, no, you're stuck to your campaign on that, but we do plan on having achievements and rewards for nightmares in hardcore mode. As far as anti-cheat, we aren't playing on for currently, as it negatively impacts a lot of people who are cheating to catch a few cheaters. While people who really want to cheat often find ways around it. If it were a competitive game, cheating will be a lot higher on our priority list, since it will be sent. Alright, so what negatively impact others directly? Steve, makes a lot of sense. Single player game, it doesn't really matter. And let them play the way they want to play. The question about bisexual be, they can answer this time. Finally, we get no question answered. Shh, we don't hear that anyway though. I suppose a new weapon character coming 1.0. Is this true? Can you tell us what it will be? Melee ranged. I don't remember the same thing about this. I feel like they said staffs or something like that were coming. Or I don't think it's like an older shit. They talk about staffs. I feel like it might be staffs. I feel like. But I could be wrong. But I feel like this is like a while ago they may have hinted at it or said something like that. I could be projecting as well though. From Kushaga. What are the chances of Echo Catalog coming with level 1.0? Well, that system is better than before. I feel like the Echo Catalog idea you guys had before was perfectly pitched perfectly. Oh, that's the question. First, the Echo Catalog was all about previously had to take a back seat during the Echo's overhaul. We do feel like the changes we've made for it so far have improved Echo management, and we'll still have more work to do. Like Echoes not being removed from weapons when you unequip them. The dream of a Catalog is not dead though. It just depends on the reality of how a Wayfinder does, which is a lot. This is like depends on the reality of how Wayfinder does is the borderline for everything that people want in the future for this game in the current. It all depends on how it does. This is what I wish they had. I found like some way to just support them more. That's all I wish for. I want this game to be good. Let's see. This is going from Gentleman Radon. Are you planning to add more character archetypes till 1 point release, or more abilities per character to spice up builds? I'll love more characters. I kind of wish, little tangent, that the talent tree was more like morphing characters' abilities instead of just giving us generic boosts for stuff like that. Like Wingrave's, you know, Righteous, I forgot what it's called, but its first ability could be like a, instead of being a sword, it could be like a slam down axe that is more break damage instead of healing or something like that, or heals resilience instead of something like that. I was hoping for like more morphs like that to make characters different from playing the same one for somebody else's. No plans to add new card archetypes at this time, but we do have a character, or we do have a new character that will release 1.0. She'll be another Arcanist, and we're very excited to show her off. Nothing, no news there. Sorry, I wish. Another question, probably the last question for now, by another bisexual B gets all the questions. You know, they're gonna be a tag in this post. And Cog, all this thing. But the team mentioned they are looking to go back to developing multiple games at once. Would you guys ever consider developing a Wayfinder 2 or switch sets for the Wayfinder that we can you can take what you learned from the experience and make an even better hero looter? I'm telling you, you make like Darksiders 5, just throw in Wayfinder, just throw it in there. One of the worlds that, because I know these are diverse worlds or dimensions or planes. At least I think Death did. Well, they all kind of did that. They all did different worlds. Well, let's have one of the worlds be the Wayfinder world, or the Wayfinders find the Apocalypse world, or how they do stuff like that, or just have it all connected in some way, which would be amazing. Right now, we're focused on making Wayfinder the best it can be. We have lots of ideas and want to make a game a success, so those ideas get put into Wayfinder. AJ. There were some good questions. Let them by bisexual be biased, but it's a lot of good questions, a lot of good information. Most of my questions got answered, but I think we got a good sum of what they want to do and their future plans. We got, we're still waiting for update 1.0, which is coming like later in the summer, I think it is, or the fall, was it? And then after that, I'll be hosting the AMA after that, so we get more insight of what's going on, because we got some insight here. I want even more. I want to dig deep into what they got really going on. So hope I did enjoy this video. Once again, thank y'all for watching. We'll have the review up at some point, and all the links will be in the description down below if you want to see or talk to them yourselves and stuff like that. Please support the game, join the Discord, and just, you know, just get moving with the game. So anyways, take it easy.